Hi, welcome to Ask Aunt Amy. This is a new segment for the Elevate with Amy brand and is a monthly video that will accompany the Elevate with Amy article and the carousel tips that are also coming out. So the carousel tips are just hints and tips and easily digestible bits of information for those who perhaps don't have the time or the willingness really to sit and read a full article. So hopefully with this new approach there'll be someone there for everyone. That being said, I had left this open for people to get in touch on areas that they wanted support with, anything you wanted advice and guidance on, or even if you just need someone in your corner letting you know you're on the right track and here's what I would do about that. So consider this your Ask Aunt Amy open kind of forum for anything you want to go through. Our first query really comes from an individual whose organisation has or claims to have a firm people strategy. However, their workforce largely have the same experience in terms of onboarding, CPD plan, or mandatory training that is required for that role. As a result, what that person is finding is that what's being fed back to them is their colleagues don't necessarily feel heard, they don't feel individual, or that their experience is personalised to what they bring to the organisation or even particularly the job role that they do. My response to that would be that this is not a people plan, this is an activity list. It's a tick box activity of, has everyone done this training? Yes, they have, great, let's move on. It's no coincidence though that this person has also reported that their organisation faces low retention and high recruitment costs. So clearly there is a problem rooted there. I'm not saying that this is going to be the solution to all of those problems, but it would be a good place to start. So first of all, I would segment your workforce into the smallest groups that you can, that is reasonable for your organisation. This could be management level, it could be specialism, it could be length of service, it could be whatever fits for your organisation. Second of all, I would go out and I would speak to those groups and I would really ask them, what would you expect as an experience here? What would make your time here more valuable? How would this strengthen your length of service here or make you want to stay here essentially? I would take those bits of information and I would look within what is, reasonable for your organisation. I'm talking a hypothetical perfect world, but we don't live there. So look at what is reasonable for your organisation and take something forward for each of those groups. There, you need to write an impact statement that all talks about, if we do X for this group of people, this is what we expect to see in return. That's how you will measure the impact and the success of what it is you're about to do. So take those statements, put those into meaningful context for those groups. Take something forward from those groups that you can quickly do and change very, very quickly. Temperature check that with those groups. Has this made a difference? Do they feel differently about where they work now? Fingers crossed, we're hypothetically talking, but this would have benefit. Take that then to your senior leaders using language that they recognise. So our retention is low, we implemented X, our retention is improved over 6 months by X%. This is how we know this works. And I would then ask for deeper support to root something a little bit more cultural in than a quick fix, which is what we've essentially done here. Fingers crossed you get then the support of those senior leaders. You've started a period of important transition for those colleagues, and hopefully this sets you on the route to opening the door to having that wider conversation about what needs to be changed. I hope this helps and I hope you look forward to next month's Ask Aunt Amy segment. Thanks for watching.